Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the Batman Classic TV series Riddler figure. Now get a good look at him here in the packaging. Just found these guys in my local Toys R Us. They've been online for quite some time, but I definitely wanted to wait till retail for them. I do really love how Mattel's changed up the packaging. It's not the standard kind of boxy DC Universe we're used to, and it's not quite like Batman Unlimited is. You get this nice little image of Batman and Robin climbing the wall. On each box, Robin is saying something different. Here he says, "Holy smokes, skywriting," kind of like how the Riddler would write his riddles in the sky. At least I think he did in the movie. I can't remember if he ever did in the show or not. But he also comes with a base, and it says a collector's card, which is pictured over here. So I'm guessing it actually like kind of fits into the base. At least that's what it looks like. But on the back of the packaging here, a very comic bookish picture of the Riddler. And his read-up says, "The Riddler, you fiend, the confounding clever criminal known as the Riddler, is Batman and Robin's trickiest villain. Sending enigmatic clues to the dynamic duo, the Riddler subsequently leads them into an inevitable trap. But never fear, the Batman always outwits this mysterious madman." Down here, it has Series 1 and 2, although it doesn't list them as such. Of course, Batman, Penguin, and the Riddler were Series 1. Surf's Up Batman, Catwoman, and the Joker are Series 2. They only had Series 1 in my local Toys R Us. They didn't have the Batmobile or the 2-pack with Robin in it either. So that's unfortunate, but enough being said about the box, let's open him up. And here we have Riddler out of the packaging. Now, I was really surprised by his little display card. It looks like it should be posted horizontally, but the base is not quite wide enough to fit the card in there. Also on the back, it's got this nice little part of the Batcave, so I'm wondering if this is some kind of collect your own little backdrop thing. You know, there's nothing on the packaging about it. There's no little read-up on the inside, so I'm not quite sure. But that's definitely what it looks like, is we're going to be able to piece together a little Batcave, which is interesting. You know, I thought maybe that's how the stands would come together, but at the same time, this looks like it should be horizontal, and the base is just not wide enough. But anyways, other than that, it's a very nice, heavy cardboard. And here we have the Riddler. Now, I've got to say, if you don't remember the Adam West show, well, first of all, you're probably not picking up this line, but there is little to nothing here for you. This is very much a line that's whole selling point is, well, two selling points, Batman and nostalgia. Because this is a very silly looking Riddler, as he was on the show. That's not to say there's anything wrong with it. You know, the Adam West Batman was definitely very campy, and, you know, it wasn't my favorite portrayal of any of the characters, but I have really fond memories as a kid of growing up watching it. And they did a nice enough, you know, likeness of him. The costume, it wasn't overly complicated in the show, but they kept the question marks nice and clean. You can see there. Looks like, right there on the legs, it looks like they kind of switched up shades of green, but nothing too horrible. Obviously, there on the shoes where it's meant to be like that. So, they used a very skinny frame for this Riddler, which I like, because name escapes me who actually portrayed this guy, but he was a pretty lanky guy in real life. And the articulation on him is actually not bad. Head does a full 360, slight up and down. Arms on a ball joint, do a full 360. Spin at the bicep, single jointed elbow, spin at the wrist. Very nice ab crunch. Does a full 360 right there at the waist. Legs go forward, back, and out. Spin at the quadricep, single jointed knee, and have an ankle joint. So, very nice articulation on this guy. You know, I'm not going to say he's got, you know, everything I would have wished for, but he's definitely got more than your average Mattel figure these days. His base, of course, says Kapow. I believe each one from this line says a little something different, but I do kind of like that, especially the inclusion of a base. But that's really what gets me, is there are little to no accessories in this package. You know, obviously in this line, Penguin gets an umbrella, but then you get to Batman, who's got nothing. And, you know, Surf's Up Batman's got a surfboard, but, like, Catwoman has nothing from what I've seen, and Joker doesn't have anything. Some show-specific accessories could definitely, you know, add into this. And once again, I haven't watched the show in a while, but, you know, a book of riddles, something like that. You know, anything to just kind of up this guy's value, because I found these guys on a peg at Toys R Us. It was $12.99. I'm like, oh, great! You know, Mattel's finally realized, you know, kind of being realistic with this line. They realize the selling point isn't completely there, you know, that they're going to have to kind of put a little more hope in this line. Take it to the register? Nope, 20 bucks. Now granted, Toys R Us does love to mark crap up, but they marked them down for me. If they had been $20, I wouldn't have touched this line. $12 was about the max I'm willing to pay. And I already know the Batmobile's getting not so great reviews, you know, and it's like 50 bucks. I really think Mattel's making a lot of mistakes with this line already, you know, not too many accessories. You know, I really don't see why Mattel loves online stuff so much, why this wasn't an online club. But, you know, at the same time, I probably would have had an easier time saying no to them if they were an online club. That being said, though, if you were a fan of the Adam West show, you definitely remember the Riddler. Is he perfect? No, but he's a great representation of the character from the show. They left both his hands and fists, so he really couldn't hold any accessories, but that makes him great for posing him in little fight scenes. That being said, if you find him at a reasonable price, $20 is far too much, but I don't know how much other retailers are going to charge. I'd assume around $15. I'd recommend picking him up, and that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.